Individuals battled about colossal amounts of cash to reside in a spot with a view over the water, whether it be the sea, a cove, a lake, a tidal pond, or a fjord. There is something innately mystical about awakening to the sun sparkling over the ocean or looking as thick fog rolls in over a lake. Be that as it may, imagine a scenario where you're looking out at the water, feeling a wide range of harmony, just to see a shadowy figure gazing back at you. Water folklore has been around for quite a while and revolves around a huge number of terrifying characters and legendary items. Here are just a few reasons to stay away from large bodies of water. Consuming ship of the Northumberland Strait. In the event that you're curious about Canadian geography, Prince Edward Island, New Brunswick, and Nova Scotia aren't places you would probably perceive, except if you've understood L.M. Montgomery's acclaimed and of Green Gables, that is, the Northumberland Strait, situated between PEI, New Brunswick, and Nova Scotia, has placed Canada on the paranormal guide, rather than the artistic one. In 1900, a gathering of mariners from Charlottetown recognized a boat cruising toward the shore. As the boat moved close, the mariners saw her poles creeping with team individuals attempting to get away from a hellfire on the deck. The mariners got a move on, into a dinghy and oaring toward the consuming boat. Not long before they arrived at it, the boat vanished before their eyes. This wasn't the main locating of the boat. Reports have been streaming in starting around 1786, and the legend of the consuming yacht has filled in as motivation for books, articles, and tunes. It even has its own devoted Canadian postage stamp. A couple in Glengarry likewise saw the boat one night in 1950, completely manipulated and overwhelmed on fire, cruising down the Northumberland Strait. Not at all like most metropolitan legends, there is no origin story to this peculiarity. No sinking or misfortune might have brought about this frightful story. All things considered, the people who live in the space simply attempt to watch out for the consuming boat and cross their fingers against misfortune. Flathead Lake Monster. Scotland isn't the main spot that flaunts a water-staying beast. Flathead Lake in Montana falls inside the limit of the Confederated Salish and Kootenai Tribes Flathead Reservation, and is the biggest regular freshwater lake west of the Mississippi in the lower 48 states. In 1889, the captain of the U.S. Award steamer and a few travelers spotted what appeared to be an immense sign in the waters of Flathead Lake. As they moved toward the article, they understood it was a living animal. It was coming toward them and moving quick. One traveler discharged at it with a rifle yet missed. As was conceived the legend of the Flathead Lake Monster, the individuals who have experienced the beast depict it as a gigantic eel-mold animal of up to 40 feet, 12.2 meters. Some say it seems to be a Goliath sturgeon with a head like a bowling ball. There have been a lot more sightings throughout the long term, and the beast has procured the moniker, Flessie. In an unusual development, a 3-year-old kid who couldn't swim was seen as drenching wet toward the finish of a dock at the lake in 2017. At the point when asked what had befallen him, he said that he'd fallen into the lake and a beast had lifted him up and out to somewhere safe and secure. Miniwasher 2. In 1921, keeper Melvin Randolph Gilmore expounded on an animal named Miniwasher 2, sparkling like fire and delivering an absurd sound. Before long, individuals started accepting that the people who saw the monster in the daytime would become caused with madness and unexplained actual torment. The beast is said to have red hair and one eye in its temple, with a horn distending above it. Its spine seems to be a Goliath saw. Indeed, even in current times, Missouri local people actually recount the tale of the Miniwasher 2. It is accepted that the beast actually hides in the waterway and moves upstream during springtime. Now and again it moves around in winter, breaking ice that has framed over the water. Ashrays. There is something else to Scotland besides unicorns and the Loch Ness Monster. Here you may very well catch what resembles a submerged apparition known as an ashray. Ashrays can't live ashore and are just viewed as underneath the water's surface. They look like the apparitions of people, as they are altogether clear, and the best chance to search for them is, obviously, in the corner of night, as they are nighttime animals. In English legends exists the Azrai, which should be an amphibian pixie. Rumors from far and wide suggest that an angler once caught an Azrai and put it in his boat. The Azrai begged the angler in a language he was unable to comprehend, yet the angler continued to tie wet weeds around the pixie, consuming his hands in the process when he contacted its skin. At last, the Azrai dissolved into a puddle of water. It is accepted that these animals die whenever presented to the sun for a really long time. They are said to have green hair and a mermaid-like fishtail. They simply come up to the surface once like clockwork to wash in the twilight. Spiteful mermaid. A great many people have known about the supposed water children tracked down in lakes and streams in America. Metropolitan legend says that antiquated individuals from the Paiute tribe would suffocate handicapped children in waterways, just for the children to return in soul structure and shout out over the water when sun sets. Pyramid Lake in Nevada isn't only one of the places where the moan of water children has been heard, yet it is likewise where a grieved mermaid is accepted to have spoken a revile after her union with a Paiute tribe part was disapproved of. She was expelled from the land and, thusly, promised vengeance should any clan individuals go remotely close to the lake. Right up till now, numerous Paiute individuals actually accept that any misfortune endured by the clan can be ascribed to the mermaid's revile. Maybe the most startling piece of Pyramid Lake is that it is the last leftover of the old Lake Lahontan, and it was likewise the most profound part. This implies that nobody truly understands what lies in the silt far beneath. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, please like and subscribe.